How does this look? Hey, hey. I read 59 books last year. I'm going to tier rank 58 of them because I read one twice. I am very curious about this. I'm kind of scared only because I don't know if I remember much of them. We'll see. It was my first real year of reading, and I'm curious to see how my reading changed, what I liked, what I disliked. So let's get started and see how I rank them. Also, let me know your opinions down below because I would love to hear about them. The different categories I have is This Is My Life Now. That's like a 6-star book. I love it. I still think about it daily. The second tier down is I still think about this from time to time. That means it was still good, like a 4 or 5 star. I still love it, just not a 6-star. Third tier is would recommend. And that means it's like a 3 or 4 star. I would totally still recommend this to people. I loved it. It's just not the best. It's like, it was good. The middle one is meh. This is where I started to get bored at some parts. I didn't like some parts, but I still would read it again. I don't know. The next one is, I honestly forgot about it. There's some books on here that I don't remember a detail of it. I don't even remember reading it, honestly. The next one is I hated it. And there's some books of like that on here. The next one is DNF. I DNF'd one book. The first book, Lotus. Lotus was really good by Jennifer Hartman. I really liked it. It's the second book. The first one is, I forgot what it's called, but I'll put it right here. I liked this one better. I still loved Lotus. I still think about it from time to time. I thought it was very cute. Probably would recommend. I 100% love that book. The Elite. So the Selection series is 5 books, but the first 3 are the same like storyline. That's the middle book of the first 3. I honestly don't remember much about this book just because it was part of the series. I remember not liking it as much as like the first one and the last one. I remember not much happened in it. So I think I'm gonna put honestly forgot about it. I'm gonna do The One next, and I really like that one. It was a really good ending to everything. I felt like America, her character, actually like started to be logical. I don't know. I remember feeling that way. So I would recommend for that one. Now we're gonna do Done and Dusted. And I feel so bad because like everyone loved this book, but I didn't. I felt like it was so cheesy. It like the characters were very stereotypical. Like I wish there was a little bit more detail. And I get it. It's a cowboy romance. It's supposed to be fun, fluffy, easy. But I didn't really like it. So I'm gonna put hated it. Even I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. Every Summer After. Okay, this is hard because when I read it, I really liked it. I liked the style of that then and now type of thing, and then you find out what happened in the end. But I do feel like she copied a certain other author. You can do with that information what you will. And I really didn't like one of the tropes in the end. So my cat meowed. I think I'm gonna put hated it. I can't believe I did that because I really liked it, but now that I know more of it about it. Soul of Courage. My grandma actually wrote this book and it has a special place in my heart. It's about one of my ancestors and it's a Christian book, and just he went to jail for being a pastor of his church and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed this book. I'm gonna put would recommend just because it's written in third person and I'm personally not a fan of that. And also it's historical fiction and I don't really like historical fiction that much, But like I said, I really like enjoyed reading it, and if you're into Christian historical fiction books, would definitely recommend. Um, The Love Hypothesis. Okay, I actually really loved this. I had butterflies. I still think about it from time to time. I wouldn't say it's the top tier, but it's definitely, I still think about this from time to time. The Fine Print. Okay, this is the first one of Lauren Asher that I read. I liked it, but it wasn't like, I was like, okay, I guess this is okay. I like that it was a workplace romance, but I felt like things went by really fast. So I would say meh for that one. Oh my goodness, why did it do that? There. Terms and Conditions, though, I loved. It's Marriage of Convenience, and I still think about this. I don't think it deserves the top tier though, just because like it was good, but it wasn't like that good. So I still think about this from time to time. Book Lovers. I thought it was good, but honestly, I forgot some that I read it. I'm trying to remember what it was about. Like, I love Emily Henry. I love her books, but I honestly don't remember what it was about. So I'm sorry, Emily Henry. We're gonna have to put that there. I remember liking it. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I remember liking it. I think I need to just read it again. Maybe I'll do a whole Emily Henry reading vlog one day. Okay, Hooked. Okay, this is the first one of dark romance that I read this year, and I actually really liked it. But I wouldn't say it was my favorite out of everything. And I wouldn't say it was, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. I'll put meh, because like I liked it. I liked the plot, the idea of it, but I wouldn't read it again. So, Scarred though, Scarred I loved. It's a retelling of The Lion King, and it was so good. I really loved this one. I would recommend this one. It's not like my top tier, but I still loved it. The next one is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Okay, when I originally read this, I didn't like it as much as I do now. I loved Taylor Jenkins Reid, and throughout the year, I just fell in love with her stories. And now that I think about it, I would definitely like put that I think about this from time to time, just because it's such a good story. And she creates characters that like are so realistic, like you can touch them, they're tangible. So I'm definitely going to put that up there. Definitely would recommend. The quotes in there are amazing. Next one is The Soul of Faith. That's the second book to the duology my grandma wrote, and I honestly love this one. I liked it better than the first one, and I would say I still think about this from time to time. Like I said, it's a Christian book. I really liked it. The Silent Patient. Okay, I have a problem with thrillers, and I think you guys should help me with this, because The Silent Patient, I thought was good writing. I thought was very well done, but I guessed the plot twist, and I have a hard time with books where I guess the plot twist, because I feel like that's what thrillers are for. They're supposed to get you out of your comfort zone and keep you on the edge of your seat. And I was like, oh, this is what happens. Oh, okay. Like, it was kind of like mellow for me. So I think I'll put meh. Flawless. Flawless is the first book of the Chestnut Springs series. Okay, I love that series. I thought it was really well done. The found family that's in that is so good. Just, I don't know if it's a found family. Technically it is for one person, but the family in it. The first book though, I would say meh about it, because like I honestly forgot what happens. Like, I know what happens. I'm gonna put meh, because I know what happens. I like it, but I wouldn't read it again, just because I feel like it's a waste of my time, because it wasn't my favorite one. Maybe I would read it again if I read the whole series again. Now, Powerless. I love Powerless. I thought that was really well done. However, I didn't like a trope in it. And it kind of like ruined it for me. I thought it could be better. But I think I like it enough to would recommend. The Perfect Marriage was another one that I guessed the plot twist. Now, I have a really hard time with thrillers because of this. Like, I'm taking a break from them. And so, I don't know what to do. Because, like, it was really well done. I thought it was a good story. But at the same time, I think I'm going to put I hated it. I think I went into it thinking it would be done in a different way. So it was kind of a downer for me. Like, I think the writing is really good for people that like that style and like the avenue she took that story, but I kind of wanted the story to be different. I don't know if that's just me. My expectations were just a little too high. I don't know. Okay, next is Throttled. That one, I would say honestly forgot about it. Oh my gosh, why is it doing this? I don't remember that much about it. I don't think I remember anything about it. But I know I liked it. Okay, so next one is Collided, and I honestly didn't like this one. And I have a problem with the whole, it's just hard because it's like friends to lovers. It's also, they like pick off things off of a list, and so that was cool, but I felt like it was very sexual, and I like things when they're more emotional. So I'm gonna put I hated it. I'm sorry. I just didn't like it. But Wrecked and Redeemed, oh my gosh. So Wrecked, I still think about, and I love it, and it makes me cry thinking about it. So I'm gonna put This Is My Life Now. That's a 6-star book. I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it. Redeemed, I still think about from time to time. That's where I'm gonna put it. I didn't like it as much as Wrecked, but I liked it still. I got bored on parts, which was kind of hard, but I still loved it. Now, Reckless. Oh my gosh. This is Winter Story, I'm pretty sure. I loved it so much. I think it was really well done, and I still think about this. I think this is another 6-star for me. This is my life now. I just think about it all the time. Whenever someone talks about that book, I'm like, yes, read it. Mile High. I was honestly bored at some parts, and after hearing some reviews from some other people, I would say I hated it. Just because I say there's some people that like it, and that's good. That's all I'm gonna say. The Spanish Love Deception, I actually really liked. I wasn't expecting that to happen just because, I don't know. But I do have to say, I didn't understand the hype on this one because I really liked it, but I didn't like it to the point where I was obsessed with it, like some other people. I would recommend for this one. Ooh! Okay, I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. This was so good, and I loved it. And I listened to the audiobook. It was her talking. The thing is, would I pick it up again to read it? I don't know. Because I have a hard time with memoirs to begin with. Plus, the writing, it was so-so. But it is her story, so I would completely recommend. I'm going to put meh for this one, just because it's kind of like so-so. The Right Move was a really good read for me. This is the second book of the series with Mile High. It was good. I think I would recommend this one. It wasn't like top tier, but it was pretty good. Hunger Games. So I read the whole Hunger Games trilogy in order to read the prequel. Never in my life have I read Hunger Games, not even in middle school. I was a reader in middle school, but I didn't read it. So, but I have to think about how I actually liked it. The trilogy, the first book, the first book I would say I would recommend. That first book is really well done. I'm trying to find the other books. Catching Fire, I still think about this from time to time. Catching Fire is so well done. I loved the plot line. I loved it. The last book, Mockingjay, I'd say I forgot about it. So much happened in that book though. I loved it. Obviously it's a part of the series, so I would read it again. But I didn't like it as much. Okay, but The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes was so good. The only thing I had a hard time with was the third person at first, but it was so good. Ugh. I still think about this from time to time. And there's so many theories that you can choose for this one, you can think about for this one. So I definitely would put I Still Think About This. The Bodyguard by Catherine Setter. I thought it was really good. It was advertised as a romance, and I don't think it was that romance heavy. So I think I would put, because it's such a good fluffy book. I don't know. Making decisions is so hard. I think I would put meh. Whoa. Meh. I think it just has to happen that way. Crossed. Crossed is very hard for me to talk about because I loved the whole series, but I did not like Crossed. And Crossed is the newest book. Just something didn't sit well with me. I feel like it was a lot more darker than the other ones. I don't know. I'm gonna put hated it. I don't know why. Just, yeah. Love on the Brain, I actually really liked, and a lot of people were like, oh, she's copying the other plotline from the other book, like, it's not as good. Honestly, she could write the same plot over and over again, and I would still eat it up. So, I think I'm gonna put that one, where did I put her other book? Where did I put her other book? Oh, I would recommend for this one because it's not as good as Love Hypothesis. I still like Love Hypothesis better, but I still like this book. Okay, so this next book I loved. I listened to it, and it was such a well done story, and it really made me want to read more realistic fiction. It's like a historical fiction, and it's just, I still think about it, and I want to watch the show, so I think I'm gonna put I Still Think About This from time to time. Oh, Wieland. Okay, Wieland I read for school, and it's by Charles Brockden Brown, and it's like one of the first gothic horror stories. Honestly, I wouldn't read it, but it was really, really good, and I felt like the tension and stuff. So I think I would put meh for that one, like so-so, just because I would not read it again, but I think it was good. The American Roommate Experiment, I actually loved. I loved more than the Spanish Love Deception. I still think about it from time to time. There are literal, like, dialogue things that was said that still makes me have butterflies. Like, it was so, so cute. So I think I'm gonna put that. I still think about this from time to time. The Paris Apartment. Okay, I listened to this, so I think it was better that I listened to it, because if I didn't, I think I would have had a really, really hard time staying interested, just because there's so many different perspectives. I'm gonna say hated it. It's hard. It's really hard to say that. It's hard with thrillers. Please give me some thrillers that I won't guess the ending. Please. Because then I'll actually like it. Twisted Love, I actually really liked. And I wasn't expecting that because everyone said this is their least favorite in the series. So does that mean the series just gets better? I do think it was very stereotypical. There were cheesy lines, there were cheesy plot points, but it was still like a fun read. Like a read that you don't even have to think about. So I'm gonna put meh for that one. Hopeless, everyone thought this would be really good, but it ended up being kind of interesting. It's another Marriage of Convenience, and I thought I would like this because Marriage of Convenience is my thing. I love Marriage of Convenience, but I didn't really like it. I thought there was no reason for them to be doing this in the first place. And I thought it was very dramatic, I would put meh for this one, just because I love the series, so meh. The Hating Game. Okay, this was a long time coming because I saw the movie like 2 years ago, and I saw the hype and everything. Honestly, I was so confused about the ending because I felt like it needed to keep going, but it was just like abrupt for me. Like I'm like, wait, that's the end of the book? I would put meh for this one. Like it was still good. It's a good rom-com. It was just like, eh. Daisy Jones and the Six. It was so good that I read it twice last year. So good. I listened to the audio and I just love it. I watched the series. I still think about this, and I now listen to their music. I listen to a fake band's music and they're my favorite band. So I would say this is my life now. Love in Other Words. Oh my gosh. I still like get butterflies thinking about this. I love this book. It's one of my favorite books. It helped me get back into reading. I loved it. So this is my life now. Just a 6-star book. Final Offer. It was okay. It was okay. I'm gonna say I honestly forgot about it. I have a hard time with friends to lovers type of situations just because I think since that's what happened to me and my husband, I get bored with it. I don't know. Okay, Heartless. Heartless I liked, but I think I confused it with a different book. So Heartless is the nanny one. And like I said, I don't really like the trope at the end. I would say I hated it. It was like so for me. I liked it. No, I would put meh. I'm putting meh. Because I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. The Housemaid. Another thriller. Another thriller that I guessed the ending to. I hate it. I think it's because I'm an English major, so I know kind of like what the plot devices are going to be used for and stuff like that. I don't know. So this one, I would put meh. I still think it was good writing and stuff, but I guess the plot twist. Thank You for Listening by Julie Whalen. Narrated by Julie Whalen. So good. It's like a literary fiction. They say it's a romance, but that's like a subplot. I loved it. I ate it up. I think it was really well done. I loved the lessons you got out of it. I would say it's my life now. One of the best of the year. It happened one summer. I hated it. I hated it. I'm so sorry, but I really didn't like it. I didn't like the writing. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like anything. Love Theoretically. Okay. A lot of people like this one, and I feel so bad, but I don't like this one. And it's because he like professed his love right in the middle of it, and I was bored for the rest of it. I thought it was so cute until then. I thought it was so cute, but it wasn't what I was expecting. So I'm gonna put meh for that one. A Man Called Ove, I loved. I think this was really well done, and my husband and I read the book and then watched the movie together, and it was so good. So I would say I still think about this from time to time. Like, the character is so good. I learned so much about life from this one. Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing is one of my favorite books ever. So obviously this is my life now. It was my first taste back into reading fantasy, and I really liked it. It kept me on my toes, and I just wanted to keep reading it, and it was so good. The world is good. I just love it. Okay, this one, please, guys, don't get mad at me. Archer's Voice. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I was like, this is what everyone's obsessed with. Okay, I thought it was very stereotypical and kind of cheesy at parts. I don't get the point. Maybe it's because I listened to it. I do think I might try and read it next year. We'll see. Does It Hurt? DNF. I DNF'd it within the second chapter. Not for me. Not for me. I'm sorry. Not for me. I think it's too dark, even though I read the whole Twisted series. Wretched and Twisted. I both like those very similarly. I would say I would recommend. Like I said, very similarly. The Scene Book. I counted that towards my reading goal. It was for school and I hated it because obviously it's for school. It helped me. I like learned a lot from it. No, you know what? I'm gonna put, I honestly forgot about it. Divine Rivals is so cute. I also love that one. It's my life now. It's so cute. I could read it again and feel all cozy and happy, and the couple in it is so cute too. Inheritance Games, that one is so good as well. Like, I read so many good books. This one was nice because the chapters are short, so it kept you reading. Like, okay, I'll read 3 chapters. 15 minutes later, done. So I would say I still think about this from time to time. My goal this year is to read the rest of the series, so I'm really excited about that one. And last but not least, Carrie Soto is back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like I said, I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love her books. I think she makes such good characters to the point where, like, it's like you know them. It's like you can see them. I still think about this from time to time. I still really love this book. So that's it for my tier ranking video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm happy that I finally got this done. I've been trying to record this for so long. So long. Anyway, that's it. Bye.